With Atlanta out of the picture, a new location is in the works for Major League Baseball All-Stars Game. How locals are feeling about the change of venue. Plus, growing concerns about a double mutant COVID variant. What it could mean for those who are already vaccinated. Plus, finding stability in the workforce. What the new normal will look like for career women post-pandemic. Major League Baseball expected to formally announce today its All-Star Game will be played at Coors Field in Denver. The game was supposed to be held at Truist Park in Cobb County, but last Friday the league announced it was moving it in response to Georgia's new controversial election law. It is a big blow to Cobb County, which had been looking forward to showcasing its new stadium on a national level. And on top of that, the game typically pulls in millions of dollars for its host city when you factor in all of the fans and events surrounding the game. Tracy A. McPeer joins us live by the Battery to explain what happens now to the $2 million Cobb had planned to spend on security and transportation related to the game. Tracy.
Well, now that the game has been moved, those projects have been put on hold. They included everything from canine training to a real-time crime center. Now, none of that money had been spent yet, and Cobb County Communications Director Ross Cavett says now that the game's been moved, they'll likely lose the authorization to use that money. But they could get approval for some of those items in a meeting next month.
Public safety has been wanting for a while to start a what they call a real-time crime center. It's a bunch of high-tech devices to help them keep a better track of what crimes are happening in the county at any given time. They've been wanting to do that for a while, so that was put in the All-Star agenda for use during the game and then thereafter. So when commissioners take another look at this agenda item, that and some other things, including some equipment and training that public safety needed, they may take a second look at that, whether to continue on with those projects.
Now, Republicans who supported the bill accused Major League Baseball of caving to pressure to move the game, with Governor Brian Kemp insisting he will not back down from this fight over the law. The state is currently facing 4 federal lawsuits over the 90-plus page measure, which include a number of provisions like requiring an ID number to apply for an absentee ballot, allowing the state to take control of underperforming local election systems, and banning people from giving food and water to voters waiting in line. Opponents argue the provisions disproportionately affect minority voters. Coming up tonight at 5, we'll have reaction to the game being moved to Denver. We'll also take a closer look at Georgia's new law and how it compares to Colorado's voting system.
All right, Tracy, thank you. It is officially Masters Week at Augusta National. Here's a look at the grounds and the first patrons who made their way in yesterday. There were no patrons in November's tournament due to COVID, but now they are back in limited numbers. The tournament officially starts Thursday and it runs through Sunday. However, some activists are calling for a boycott of the tournament because of Georgia's new voting law. Augusta National staying silent on the matter. And while the law wasn't the dominant topic, golfers were asked about the sport's response. Colin Morikawa gave his thoughts on playing in Georgia.
I don't think we're stepping out of our way to block it out and forget about it. You know, this voter stuff and voters for American citizens is very important. I think that's the topic that we should all be talking about. We shouldn't be talking about whether we're here or not. The Masters, the PGA Tour, we do such a good job and we're trying to help communities out. And I think that's our main focus for the week.
Augusta National Chairman Fred Ridley is scheduled to speak to reporters tomorrow and will likely field more questions about the club's response to the law. New pushback today against part of the voting law, and it comes from one of the state's largest counties. The new law makes it a misdemeanor for non-poll workers to give food or water within 50 feet of the outer edge of a polling place and within 25 feet of any voter in line. The Gwinnett County Solicitor's Office says it won't prosecute anyone for handing out nonpartisan food or water because it says there is no rational legal basis for this law.